Whew, okay. Sorry for the long pause there after the music. There we are. We're here. Okay. So, as I mentioned before the break, listen to how peaceful that sounds. It's nice of them. What we're going to do is we're going to try for a second to see what all of our save states are. So we're going to load at 0. So at 0, I'm right about to go into the clock tower. At 1, I'm also right about to go into the clock tower. At 2, I'm like... 2 is already post-Furey. Okay, so it's gotta be 0 or 1. No, we actually want 1. Load state 1. Okay. We'll do this. Skip through all the dialogue. Can I just skip the scene? I cannot. Alright. Yeah. I know. Things. Guardians, masks, fairies, stuff. Ironically, I'm wearing the Zelda shirt even though, like, Zelda is not even in this Legend of Zelda game. Unusual. I wonder if there is a way that I can actually, because they, like, say you have like 5 minutes or whatever left at the start of that. Is that just 5 minutes to play the ocarina, or can you actually fight Skull Kid in those 5 minutes and do some damage? Yeah. I know, stuff is happening. There's gonna be some big dudes. They're gonna come and they're gonna stop the moon. So I'm gonna say that sound is Skull Kid screaming because the mask is like hurting him. That's my guess. And who the hell is Majora? Did we ever learn that? I feel like there was a little bit of lore at the beginning, but not a lot. And I don't think it had to do with the origins. Like, we know that like once upon a time there was an evil mask that would like take people over and make them do things. But I don't know if, like, that specifically mentioned, like, who Majora is. Because it's not Majora the mask, it's Majora's mask. Implying that Majora owned this mask. So watch this again. I mean, it's like a crotch shot right there. It's a little bit, like, disconcerting is all I'm saying. How much they're straining their little wooden legs. Also, if we're going inside the moon to stop the mask, doesn't that mean that, like, the moon has a personality and that it will just go back to its normal personality when we leave? And isn't it, like, almost hitting the Earth anyway? Like, how much more could it, like, I don't know. Just seems very last minute for it to be changing its mind, is all I'm saying. You know, gravity and all that. Excuse me. Oh, the hiccups. Crotch shots all over the place. Oh yeah, I guess it could be the mask of like a person who was Majora distilled into a mask the same way the other ones are. Awkward Kindle angles, yeah. Exactly. So he doesn't want to crash into the Earth anymore, he just wants to eat it. And like, presumably, while Majora's Mask was controlling the Skull Kid, it was not also controlling the moon. So how did it get the moon to act evilly? Yep, I know. We're going to the thing. Yep, we're going. Yes, we get it. Here we go. Okay. Now finally, we are once again in a position where we can do something. Okay. Oops. This is gonna go here, and this is gonna go there. Is there anything around back here? Just more beautiful meadow? Yeah, alright. Okay. So, this is going to be our new save state. We still need one from before we've gone into the thing. So, we maybe want to keep 0. We'll keep 0 as a before we entered. So I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to save to slot 1. Okay. You can do dungeons here and get more heart pieces if you want. What? Say so. What I mostly care about is, oh, you mean like I could take a break and do that? Yeah, I feel like pretty good about how I was doing if I start, if I, like, start actually knowing how to damage it. Coca. If you give the kids masks, they have mini dungeons? Interesting. Okay. So far. is going very well. That was easy. Last time, like, I lost a bunch of hearts doing that. I totally didn't need to lose a bunch of hearts. Okay. So let's go with... So that was state 1. This will be state 2, because it's phase 2. Forget that I don't have my shield when my blades are midair. It actually seems like getting hit by the mask when it's spinning around isn't doing me much damage, so... My most hated fish. Alright, this is the one where it eye lasers. Forgot about that part. Feels cheap, but is quite effective. Okay. File, save state, slot 3. Oh yeah, now we get the random bizarre one. That's cool. Azora Dungeon, Goron Dungeon, Deku Dungeon. Well, that's kind of what I was talking about, like, giving you some kind of thing because you've done all of the... I forgot that he even had an attack. That's kind of what I was talking about, like having some way of exercising all the stuff that you've learned over the course of your journey. Like, it's a very Legend of Zelda kind of thing to do. One of those is magic, and one of them is arrows, which I really need either of right now, but I'm worried that I won't be able to get them once he's in whip form. Surprisingly long, considering. File, save state, 4. Okay, slot 4 is the beginning of whip form. Look at that, now we have a whole life and a half left this time. Maybe I should change back the link at this point. That is not when I would have chosen to renew on arrows, but that was when the pop broke, so trying to use the light arrows since I'm just using them as a stun purpose. But like, I'm not really using my magic for anything else at the moment. Magic arrows are a little slow. So we'll see if this is plausible. Oh yeah, that seems to do something. So, 4 is still a viable option to start from. I'm going to save in slot 5 because it's in whip form now, even though I'm only at like 1 heart, like half a heart health, because I still have my Furey left at this point, so I think I did okay. Putting these things aside. Four or 5 are 2 viable starting options. I'll remember that. So I know light arrows do more damage, but are the arrows actually damaging her at all, or is this just a like way of paralyzing her? They also seem to paralyze her for longer. I'm at about the same state I was last time in terms of like 3 hearts left, and I'm not even at the top stage yet. No, I used the Furey already. Paralyze her for longer. Okay, well, we're at the top stage. Now I'm getting thrown again. Ah, fuck. Alright, file, load, slot 5. Electric arrows though, because like really anything that significant with them otherwise. Or with my magic rather. Slot 6. 4, 5, and 6 are all viable starts. Did I do it? Did I do it, you guys? I think I did that even without significant reloading. Like, I probably could have made that on a real, well, no, I did one reload on there. It wasn't too bad. Just needed a fresh start there. That's all. A little more health when in the whip stage. That's all it took. So, are we destroying the moon, or what are we doing? Did we just destroy the moon? Did we just, like, completely upset all tides? Everywhere in the thing? Heck yeah. Tides destroyed! Or maybe that is a rainbow teleport bridge like the King of all the Cosmos uses in Ah! Dawn of a new day! It's like the end of Groundhog's Day. Sort of. He's awake. Hey, Skull Kid. Weird duck bird guy. Duck scarecrow. How you doing? Oh, yeah. Don't worry about them. They're fine. Yeah, no, don't freak out. It's just some giant naked men. Naked men. Naked, naked men. You can't handle this truth. I don't know. Do you guys watch Auto-Tune the News at all? Sidebar? That's a good song. But anyway. You guys haven't forgotten about me? Was he friends with the giant things? He was friends with the giant spirits? But I thought he was just sort of a little tool. They sing the Song of Gathering as they leave. Their faces look like ribs, so their eyes look like nipples. I don't know. They're just mostly big naked dudes. So, but that means that all the bad things happening in the lead up to that happened. Like, the girl was kidnapped by aliens and, you know, I don't know, bad things happened. Did you go evil because you were lonely? Because that's a terrible reason. Friends are a nice thing to have. Sure, we'll be friends if you agree to stop stealing my shit. Let's play some music. Did we kill the evil in the mask? I like your Elvis mask down there in the bottom, dude. Or whatever that's supposed to be. Are you Majora? He must be Majora because he's doing the weird fucking time jumps. Is he scared or just sad? Why is he shaking? Stop time jumping. Stop teleporting your poses. It's creepy. You think that was like a temp thing that they put in before they did his animations, and they were like, no, no, no. He's creepier this way. Leave it. The Skull Kid is one of the least creepy things in this game, to be honest. I made very few people happy, as it turned out, actually. It was more that, you know, I just, like, didn't make a moon crash into the place, so that was... I mean, I guess that makes people happy, but... I gotta be on my way now that I got my horse back. Yep, I got a mirror shield and a hook shot and some cool shit. I can go. Hi, everybody. Eek. Oh man, Furey is shaking too. Is that with sadness? Thank you. Aw. You crazy kids. Your body's made of a ball of light. Hey! Credits! Aw, what a happy sound. Jetlag Tattle is very, tsundere. So I guess, like, she just got over her babies being stolen, because I didn't fix that in this timeline. And he didn't die. I guess none of the guys... So, like, he's dead in the timeline I was in. But he's apparently singing in this band, so clearly I, like, retroactively changed the past by destroying Majora's Mask. Sure, that makes sense. It's official, 2 games in 1 year. Yep, thank you, Buckster. It's true. No, rhetorical meow, we did it. You were right the first time. This was a group effort. You guys were here, hanging out, cheering me on. I credit you with helping. Buxer says, if I'm not mistaken, the Skull could use the power of Majora to pull you to this world of Terminus, so not sure how you're getting back to Hyrule. I've been in worse situations, to be honest. At the end of Link's Awakening, spoilers, you wake up in the middle of the ocean, like, were these all the masks I could have gotten but didn't? You wake up in the middle of the ocean, like, on a raft, kind of shipwrecked. That's fucked up. I don't even want to know how I got that, how I would get that mask. It just makes me look slightly taller also, because the head is like above where it fits on your head. So yeah, I got the fairy mask. Got 2 dungeons worth of fairies, but not all the fairies. That's the mask, as I was looking up, like, that's the mask that lets you get into the milk bar if you succeed at the, So first you have to succeed in doing the, like, getting rid of the aliens with the little girl, and then her sister lets you, like, help her ferry milk to the town, against those, like, Gorman brother guys, and you can get that cow mask. Kind of rabbit mask. I wonder if that makes you faster. The rabbit hat. A lot of these are not really masks, they're hats, to be fair. Gorman Bros. Aw, everybody likes his song. I don't blame them. It's a cool song. Song of Storm. He had a cool time and didn't get turned into a zombie. That's a weird mirror mask? Mirror Mask is a great movie, by the way. I recommend that one. But, cool. I missed, like, 75% of the masks in this game, probably. So, you know, if you guys want to play it and find all the masks, you're welcome to do that. I felt strongly there with that end guy, like, with how that last thing went. If I'd had to, I think I could have beaten him in one run, like without state saving and state loading, judging by how that last one went. I wouldn't necessarily, like, want to do that. Like, I think it would take me many tries to do that. But I could have gotten there. I was already pretty well on the way. The Lover's Mask is the, like, mirror one? That doesn't... Well, okay, I guess it's a mirror... No, that doesn't make any sense. Link is gone. Maybe this forest is like the forest in Nightmare Before Christmas, like it's a transition point between different worlds, like Hyrule and Termina. So it's a good Legend of Zelda game that Zelda was not even in. Yeah, maybe those little panels of light will, like, shoot me back upwards to the place, like they do when you fall in a pit. Aw, did Skull Kid draw a happy friend drawing on the stump? He did. That's not a bad likeness of me, all things considered. Daw. Daw. I ended up having one bottle, Buckster. I beat that with a single bottle. The one that you get naturally in the story time. It's funny that bottles are the most valuable item in the game. I mean, I guess the final mask is the most valuable item in the game, but, like, you know, you have to collect all the masks for that. But, like, as in terms of, like, generically useful, because you can't get the final mask until later, like, bottles are useful all the time because they represent continues. The end. Is there no, like, press start to go back to the main menu thing? Is it that old a game? Alright, the end. The end, the end, the end, the end, the end. You guys, we did it. We did it, we did it. Zelda would be proud of us for finishing that game and doing the thing. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of the work we all did to accomplish that. And I include you guys in that. Because you're still here, aren't you? So that's fantastic. Okay. Let's talk about where we go from here. Thank you all for spending like a year watching me play 2 games. That's insane. You guys are fantastic. So, yeah. We've come a long way, and next year we're gonna play in the next year I should say we're gonna play Earthbound and probably something else. I haven't actually decided what that other thing is gonna be yet. It could be Chrono Cross. It could be the free levels of World of Warcraft, if people really want to see that, which I feel like not hugely happy streaming. I'd be happy to stream some Minecraft stuff too if people want to see me stream Minecraft. because I love playing Minecraft, but I don't think, with the way I play Minecraft, I'm not sure people would be that interested in it, to be honest. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Should have been called Legend of Link Let's Reuse Assets We Have from Ocarina of Time. True, but you know, they did a good job with it. Like, as a thing where you, like, reuse assets, and it lets you, like, put thought into game design and put thought into, like, hey, let's make this, like, kind of a horror theme. It's not really horror themed, but there's enough creepy stuff in it that, as we've said before, like, it's clearly an intentional aesthetic they were going for. And they're like, okay, let's do something different. You know, like, we don't need to make new assets, or we don't need to make a ton of new assets. So let's make a game that's creepy. Let's see, like, what we can go, let's pick an aesthetic direction and go in it. And they did, and it worked really well. It's a really creepy game while still being pretty dang cool. So that was super neat. I backtracked there. So we'll be playing Earthbound next. I'll have to find a ROM of that. I think Meow said they could help me out, so I will probably solicit that. Yeah, exactly, Buxer. It allowed them to put, like, resources into design and like, fully committing to an aesthetic, which I think is neat. Yes, so Earthbound next, but not next week. Because here's the thing. Ooh, Secret of Mana is a good idea, too. Is that the one that's multiplayer? Because I could bring Huck in, and he could play some with me on Sundays, too. So it's not going to be next week, because not next week, but the following week, I'm going to be gone for a wedding. I'll be at, I'm attending a wedding on the East Coast. So I don't want to start it and just to, like, immediately have to skip the next weekend. So what I'll do is I'm going to skip next week just and take it off. Why not? It's my 1 year anniversary. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, Secret of Mana is multiplayer. Okay, so maybe we'll do multiplayer, and I'll bring Huck in to be the other character. Because he's been kind of wanting to participate in this a little bit, I think. Then again, he does DM on Sundays, so we might not be able to. Or we might have to, like, reschedule the timing or something. But at any rate, no stream next week, no stream the following week, but then after that, which is, let me see if I can get a calendar and look at it. After that, which is Sunday, July 3rd. So, starting in July, we will start again with Earthbound. So look forward to that. Yeah, I treat myself to a couple weeks off. So, usual community stuff, come on Monday for Mostly Walking. That's tomorrow at 7. And then Jason's stream at 6 on Wednesdays, and one of us at 6 on Fridays, except when it's at noon on Fridays. You can check the community calendar to find out about that and to sign up for stuff. pbpnetwork.forumatic.com. And you can also go to the forums to see, we're currently running, like, if you're participating in Feedback Force, we're running a little contest, not really a contest, just sort of a informal contest, no prizes except the feeling of being a winner, where we try and find the silliest possible creature combination from Impossible Creatures. So Impossible Creatures is our Feedback Force game this couple of weeks, and it's a game where you, like, mad scientists together, 2 different animals, to make your units in an RTS. And most of them look pretty cool. Like, they surprisingly managed to animate stuff, like, and combine stuff in a way that looks not bad for a large, like, number of creatures, but occasionally some of it looks incredibly silly. So I've already posted my first attempt, which you guys can go look at. But I highly recommend people try out this game and send us your, like, silliest stuff. You can post it on the forums, or you can tweet it at me at Kyla_go, or at Feedback Force if you want to tweet directly to the podcast, and we will find it and we'll retweet it, and everyone will have a good time. I'm just saying. You should come do that. Okay. Come chat on the forums. Come hang out in the community streams. And just generally keep being the lovely, wonderful people that you all are. And I will see you around. Bye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye. Be well.